muscles. But I got fired. Hey guys, it's Robert Gardner with the Robert Gardner Wellness Podcast. Very happy to have Abraham Martinez, the massage warrior, on the podcast. We met down at the AMTA convention in El Paso. Really excited to chat with Abraham. And then can you tell the audience a little bit about you and maybe like how you got into massage?
Abraham Martinez, Word Therapeutic Services, and I've been in the industry for about 10 years now. I've been in a fight, a really good one for a long time, and I couldn't recover from it. But this dude in 15 minutes put me back together, and I was like, what did this guy do? He just put his hands on me. And from there on, I was kind of blown. When you recover that fast, I got this hunger for it, you know?
I tell the students, like, the most advanced technique is communication.
So yeah, man, I completely agree with you when you say that communication is key, because our whole body is a communication network, from fascial tissue to the nervous system. It all talks to itself.
I'm spending a huge amount of time teaching through these cameras where I'm running 4 cameras through a switcher. So I'm teaching students online. And when I started doing this, I had this thing in my head where I'm like, can people really learn this way? I don't know. And then I'm working with the students, and Abraham, it blew me away. They're learning 3 times as fast this way. And they're like, what? But it's online. And I'm like, we're all completely clothed. I'm teaching them from 4 camera angles and showing them exactly what I'm doing. And then I'm communicating with their client and helping them script a sequence to solve their client's problem live. The students will get 4 and 5 points pain reduction on a pain scale out of 10. Somebody will be at a 6 and they'll bring them to a 1 in a 2-hour training with me live online. The student is still afraid to deliver the service to clients because, well, I don't know, it's not really massage. And I go, you just reduced their pain by 5 points on a pain scale. But do you see the difference? They're so tuned and they're so trained to deliver this service that it doesn't matter that they're reducing pain and solving a problem. They're like, no, but I'm a massage therapist and I do massage. Yeah. And I go, I'm Robert Gardner. I'm an asshole who solves a problem.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta solve a problem. Like, and that messaging is different. Like, for me, I didn't know if I could teach online. And what's quickly happening is the education is working so well that I'm having to spend a little more time talking to the students. Are you ready? About business. Which is not what they want to study, by the way. They do not want to study business. Like, who at the AMTA was like, yes, Robert Gardner's going to teach a business class. That process was key because I understood at a point that if I could help the client solve a problem, they didn't really care how the service was packaged. They didn't care that it was mat-based, or if it was Watsu, that it was water-based, or that it was Lomi and it was table-based, or whatever. Like, that didn't really matter. The difference was I knew that I couldn't stand out the way I wanted to, nor would I be happy with a relaxation-based service. I needed to solve a problem. And once I started doing that, the whole thing just continued to take off. But then the challenge as an educator has been trying to translate that for students. To see students get 4 and 5 points pain reduction and then still feel like, well, I don't know, I don't feel confident. And I'm like, we'll work on it. We'll keep working at it. I'm like, if you get more than 5 points, you're going to start raising the dead. Like, I don't even know, what you need to be able to be satisfied.
Honestly, like, for me, what's been easy for me to teach now with your stuff is the fact that we don't have to overwork ourselves. And I think that's one thing that I'm telling everybody that I know about your modalities, is that it's very low tech, but high yield, very high yield. I'm using my shins, I'm using my knees, and I'm saving my hands to do, like, essentially the dirty work of the tissues. That's where, for me, it blew my mind again. Like, whoa, I'm on it, man. Like, the athletes that I work on completely love this stuff because I'm doing way more work with very little effort. And so that, to me, was the big sell.
If I bring my work to the massage community, they say it's yoga. If I bring my work to the yoga community, they say it's massage. And I'm like, okay, so who do I teach? Like, I'm confused. You guys are, I don't know what's going on with you intellectually, but you're mucking up the works. We go to On It, they throw down mats and work on people. The people are lined up. They're like, I want that. I want that. I want that. What the hell is this? I want that. I've never seen this before. Something new is like exciting to them. It does.
Yeah.
They didn't respond with like, I don't get it. Kristen did one event, and then she gets back to me a couple weeks later, and she's like, Robert, I made like $1,000 from client. I'm like, she's like, they're freaking out. They love it. And I go, yes. And she, as long as she studied with me, she still can't quite believe it. And I'm like, Kristen, the problem is not clients. The problem is massage therapists. The public loves it if you show it to them. Doing something different is. The difference is, because it's clothes on, you show it off. I show up with a camera. I'm filming Wendy and Kristen. I make sure the photos come out nice. I make sure the video comes out nice. But here's one of the things I notice is like I'm filming what Wendy is doing, but then I turn the camera up and look around the gym at all the people working out in the background. And what happens with the final video is you have this notion of like, oh, this next level pain relief thing is like for the badasses. Look at this. This is for people who are like extreme athletes. So I'm working with students interactively live. Some of them are having problems because they work at like a spa. They kind of want to go towards pain management or kind of what I'm doing, maybe mat based, but their facility won't allow that. And they're like, what do I do? And I'm like, you make enough money doing whatever it is you can tolerate while you build your own practice. And they're kind of going, well, why won't facilities? I'm like, facilities are not going to promote whatever the fuck I'm doing because they don't consider it massage. It doesn't fucking matter if it solves a problem. Yeah. They're not worried about solving a problem. They're worried about delivering a service and then burning you out and then replacing the cog in the wheel.
Yeah.
There's another massage therapist coming out of school in 2 weeks that can replace you. Now, I wanted to be irreplaceable. I wanted to help people in pain and keep going. So body work was a little different, but like chronic pain people needed you. There's a cultural norm around like what massage is. And one of the things I talk to the students about is, as artists, the public doesn't know what we can do. We have to expand their conception of what our work is. What do you think the industry looks like? It's 2023. What does the industry look like in 2033, Abraham?
So I want to be the practitioner that doesn't retire until like 85.
Yeah.
And I can still pump out a really good one, you know?
Yeah. I'm
but 40, to do that, I have to save my body, man. I have to try the new things that are going to save my body, give me the most low tech for the most high yield. And that's one thing that I'm taking away from this. This is low tech work for a high amount of yield. I don't have to do a lot, but the little that I do has a significant impact on the client.
I had to rebrand to be able to say this is what I do, to be able to get away from people's preconceived notions. When I first said the new name and said Next Level Pain Relief, and somebody said, what's that? I was like, oh my God, beginner's mind. No conceptions, no preconceived notions, and it's like, it's a pain management service. Oh, they're helping people in pain. Yeah, it's like the pain relief that's next level. Oh, now I'm in a process of teaching, and the students, the hardest students that I work with currently, bar none, they love the mat work, Abraham, but they won't give it to clients because they have fully booked table practices, and they're like, I love doing the mat work, but I don't think, I'm afraid of losing money from the clients leaving. So I'm like, okay, listen, you can like your clients all day. What kind of service do you want to do? You can raise your rates and charge more for this service.
Yeah. And not only that, man, like getting new clients gets you way new experiences. Yeah.
In my opinion, and I'll be very, very brief in saying this. One, I think I need to work with you and get you certified. And then two, I think you need to start teaching.
Yeah.
Do you have Any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
You're making such a huge impact and change in people, man. And I really hope that we get that certification down, man. Because I've been thinking about it for a while, trying something new, but I really want to try it out, and we can do something with this. This is huge.
Yeah.